V with a rear pack patio and hidden bunks. I think you guys are gonna like this one. Let's check it out. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I have one of the most interesting RVs that you will see in the entire RV industry. This is going to be a travel trailer that is suitable for someone with a family, or maybe someone that just needs like a little craft or hobby room. What makes this thing nice is you have a really nice sized couch, a rear kitchen with a back patio, but you're also going to get this little flex room that is hidden and out of the way. It is pretty darn cool. We're gonna start on the inside, work our way around the outside. But first, I just kind of wanted to give you a little peek here of this back area, because this is one of the best back patio units that I have seen. They're starting to become a little bit more popular. They learned a little bit from what Salem and Wildwood did for their 24 view, and they converted it and kind of made it their own. However, on the Kodiaks, they use what's called a bear cage construction. So that's going to be basically a fancy name for a six-sided aluminum frame construction camper. So you're going to have a little bit of a, well, not a little bit, a much better build as far as the construction quality is concerned. They're also using a composite flooring, which is going to be, one, water resistant. So people that are fearful, of, water problems or leaks or anything like that, your floor doesn't have the ability to rot, but it also has better insulation for you. So this is also going to have an all-weather package. So going to be a lot easier for earlier in the spring, later in the fall. You also have Asdale sidewalls, which we'll get into that here on the exterior. But I mean, right when you walk in, what is your first reaction to this? Because this floor plan, you have seen it before, but it's a little bit different. Right behind that door is going to be that little flex room. You have a really nice area for a TV. The only thing that is lacking, which for me, I don't find it lacking, but for some of you may, is there is going to be no dinette. But what they do to make up for that is going to have this little flip-up counter with the bar styles for two. And then you also get this little, I don't know, what do fantasy people call it, armoire or whatever the heck it's called. The thing basically that you put your feet on and chill, but it also has like a little TV dinner tray that pops up. So it's pretty darn cool that they at least figured out a way to kind of get away from the dinette, but still having the functionalities of one. So this one has, obviously, as you can see, a very nice size sofa, again, directly across from the TV. So that's going to be suitable for your nightlife. I imagine laying down, snuggling up with honey buns, and just having a really good movie night. All the while you have hopefully what is a great view of maybe some woods, or a lakeside. You're also going to get the Dracula shade, so if you don't like the sun, you don't like a good view, maybe you hate your neighbors, you can block that out and you're good to go. It also opens up all the way, and just for what they call a shiz and gigs, they went ahead and made it an emergency exit too, in case you can't get to that door. So that's always a nice little safety feature to have, I suppose. Head height in here, you're looking at about 6'5", so you're going to enjoy that, especially for the taller folks that are out there. Little cubicles, bada bing, bada boom, you got going on. You also have an electric fireplace, which in an RV this size will heat up the entirety, of this area, absolutely no problem, up until you get to about like that bathroom. If you have proper airflow and push it back there, it would probably get back there as well. A really nice size closet in here too. And the crazy thing is, we haven't even gotten to the two best features. So I'm going to show you one right now. This is going to be that hidden bunk room where you see you got a couple dressers right there. I guess it's not as hidden as before because it's got a door, but you have really good windows. But then also what they did was, because they took some feedback of, some of the concerns. I've never been in one of these, when it's, real hot out or real cold or anything like that, but I do get a lot of comments, and people were concerned about it being stuffy in here. So you'll see that they've got a little insert right there, and then another one, I think it's another one down there in the bottom left corner, if I'm not mistaken. But essentially what they do is they're drawing air from up here. Like if you were to feel this, you can feel it sucking down. They upgraded the fan. They call it the 60 CFM. CFM, I don't know what that means, but cubic foot, I don't know. But anyway, what it's supposed to do is get a heck of a lot more air into here. And it feels great right now, and it's pretty chilly out today. So I like to see that, but you can also lift this up. I mean, imagine just taking that bunk out, using this as a mini office. My wife likes to do some crafts on the Cricut, making shirts for like the kids, like, spirit wear and stuff for school. I think that would be a great room for that. Now here on the other side, in that back end, you're going to have a 10.7 cubic foot refrigerator. So basically you can run this off of the solar, your truck when you're driving down the road, your battery, Just pretty darn versatile, but the nice part about these is it functions just like the one inside of your home as far as like the freezer section actually being able to keep stuff frozen, the refrigerator section actually keeping, you know, those apple juices cold so you can get cracking down at the campground. Another Dracula shade to block out another good view with a breeze. The 2 bar stools that I was telling you about with this little tabletop that is collapsible. So if you would rather have more space back here in the kitchen, which is fantastic, by the way. So the only difference between this and like that 24 view would be that 24 view is wrapped around back here with no back patio. So I don't think you're really missing all that much, but I do think you're gaining quite a bit. Here in the kitchen, again, you got plenty of countertop space. It's going to be that hard wrap plastic. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. So no seams. You're going to enjoy that. In case your kids spill, you know, some Mountain Dew or some water or milk or whatever the heck they're doing, it won't get into here. Oh, so you might want to pause this. I'll go into it, but since they have a sticker on the Asdale, go ahead and read up around that. But again, it's all about becoming lighter, becoming quieter, and becoming more water resistant. You know, that's kind of the theme of the Kodiaks I've found. I haven't sold them in about 10 years. Come back and I'm blasted with this. Better construction, better looks, better feel. I mean, the cabinetry on this thing feels pretty darn nice, feels pretty darn snazzy. Doesn't have that like peel and stick sticker on the back like it used to. Now it's an actual real wood. Might as well show you this. I like how that design goes from top to bottom. But stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from most angles. You are going to get the little power tower, so you can collapse that down right there. Charging station, 2 outlets. And then, yeah, you saw that. Plumbing, plenty of storage. Bigger storage, smaller storage. So you're going to get 2 of the smaller ones, 1 of the bigger ones. An oven that's good enough for like a pizza, you know, like your DiGiorno or your cookies, whatever. You also have the 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixins, along with a fan and a light to go with a little microwave here. Good enough for like a, you know, bag of popcorn or, you know, a baked potato. More storage here up underneath. And then this is one of the cooler aspects to it. I love this rear patio. One, they kind of took a playbook out of the old Brinkley action, and they added in that shade that is built into like that little framework right there. Love to see that. Here's the half Dracula mode, block out a little bit of the sun. There's full Dracula, block out all the sun. But it's just easy to use. And a lot of times when you get this, if it's not in that track system, they'll kind of bunch up. So it's going to help out the longevity for it. Heading back here, you do have a little door. It is going to be tinted as well. But I mean, look at this back patio. Could you imagine sitting out here, just kind of chilling? Maybe you got a lake in the back, some woods, you know, something like that. I mean, it's just a really, really, really nice feature to have. And it's a composite flooring here as well. So that way you don't have to worry about the longevity of that. Now this, what happens is when you're done, you simply just take this up, collapse this down, and fold it right up, and it sits right behind these hinges. So towing wise, it's still going to tow just like any other camper. So I think you'll find that that's going to be just an all-around winner for that feature. I think a lot of campers are going to start taking this idea and running with it, and I'm all here for it. So you got a 15K AC. I'm not sure if I pointed that out. And about these, what I like is some of the ACs will allow you to do it, some of them won't. The Furrion is one that does, is they have this dump valve. So the reason why I like that is if you're back in the bedroom and you're not going to be, or if you're back up in the living room, you're never going to be using that bedroom for, you know, a couple hours till you go to bed. Well, you can pop this sucker open and just let it disproportionately push the cool air into this room and not evenly distribute it throughout the track system. So basically you're like hogging the air for this area, which I think is nice. You have your fuse box down here. You're also going to be prepped up for the gateway system if you want to get that, which is going to be 4G LTE. So you can call like AT&T, Verizon, you know, whoever it is that your carrier is. So that way you can do a little bit of work on the road. This is going to be where you're going to check your tank fills. You also have your slide out control and your awning control. As you can see, when you do close up the slide, it does not take up much room, so you can still have full access into your bathroom. And you're also going to have a tankless on-demand hot water heater, which means you're going to be able to take a shower that is instant hot water as long as you have propane. You have backlighting here behind the mirror. The only thing that I see is I'd probably like this to be a little bit wider. I'm not sure why it's not, but that's okay. Maybe there's a, yeah, no, it should just be wider. I think that'd be nicer. Copper tab, magnetic right there. You also have the plastic bowl. You do get a lot of countertop space, which I like. along with a couple outlets. And then here underneath, pretty darn clean cut right there with access to your plumbing. Now this is going to be the Tri-Glide glass series, which if you're not familiar, is just kind of like how it sounds. It is Tri-Glide glass series. Let me get it on in here. It is a little bit of a tight fit for a bigger guy. Once you get in the door, got to do a little bit of a stomach sucking. You're probably looking at about 6'3" into here. Yeah. Couple little places for your buddies to, hang a towel on. Plastic bowl. And then heading into the bedroom, you're going to see you got the mirror right here where you can show off the old bowling gun, baby. That is weak. Well, you can show off part of the bowling gun, I guess. Little hanging clothes, nice little cubby. More hanging clothes on the other side, and then you have your drop-in style right there, which actually is not drop-in style, so it is all ducted. All right, well, cool, guys. Right here you can hang up a TV as well. You'll have an emergency exit and another window. But what do you guys think? Drop a comment, let me know. Today I'm down at the Crossroads Dutchman manufacturer where they build all these things, so I'm kind of just walking around, busting it out. They lined up 18 different units for me, pretty darn cool. I'm going to start doing more travel trailers since you guys requested that. But again, this is the 2025 Kodiak 308BHLE. I'm not sure if pricing or specifications are quite out yet, but once that becomes available, if it's not already, you will find that down in the description. But I will put a link for Funtown so that way you guys can give a call and get on a pre-order list, if it is not. So again, 6-sided aluminum frame construction, they're bear cage construction. On this one, you are going to have the electric stabilizer, so extend and retract right here. Massive pass-through storage. You are inverter prepped, so if you want to get an inverter, you're already prepped up for it, so that's going to be a nice feature to have. Battery disconnect and your solar charge controller to let you know what the solar panels are doing, which I believe this has 200 watt, I think. Power stabilizing here along with your dual 20-pound propane bottles. You're also going to see your secondary battery disconnect, so that'll be for the unit. The other one will be for the solar. And you have a big enough space where you can put in like a 2-rack for your battery if you choose to. These steps are going to flip up into the doorway. You also have a 25-mile-per-hour wind-resistant door with a screen. Massive, massive awning. And what I like about these awnings too is they don't have the LED lights here underneath. They actually push them off onto the side, which excuse me. Well, they push them off onto the side. I mean, I don't know. It's something new. I'd have to try it out at the campground. I think it looks pretty neat, though. You're going to have a little bit of a wider stance there for your axles, which is nice. It's going to be a little bit of a smoother ride for you as far as, like, hitting potholes, just being spread out just a hair more. Just kind of helps out with that. You also have a bracket to drop in a TV along with your cable hookup, outlets, and then you have your spray port right here as well for some outside water access. The other control for your other stabilizer, and an LP quick connect if you want to hook up a grill out here. I imagine putting like a Blackstone right out there, throwing some burgers on inside to the kids. I think that'd be pretty darn neat. Too cool for school. So you also got slide topper here on this one. You want to make sure that is a standard, in fact, just to make sure. But I think it might be, because I know the Aspen Trails are coming with it now as well. It's going to be the sewer outlet connection right there. And then you're going to see you have a heated and enclosed underbelly with a spare tire. .50 amp connection, fresh water connection, and then your black tank flush and your city water connection. So that's going to be basically a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. The other side of your tankless on-demand hot water heater, your other drain tank, and then the back side here of the pass-through storage, which is locked. Check out the stats right there. I mean, this thing only weighs 6,700 pounds dry. Pretty darn crazy to have that, that much size there. But all right, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoy the tour. Hit that like and subscribe button. But again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Kodiak 308BHLE. SL. See ya. Meow, 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 no, 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 no.